Control of Congress is what the US midterm elections are all about. So what's at play in the 2022 midterms? Let's try and find out. Democrats have held both chambers of Congress and the presidency for the last 2 years, but they may not have such consolidated power for much longer. Republicans are favored to win the House in the November 8th midterm elections, primarily bolstered by frustration over the economy and inflation, while the Democrats are working to hold their ground, campaigning on maintaining access to abortion and other issues. The outlook is murkier in the Senate, where Republicans are bidding to take back control. Several races in key battleground states are tight.
They haven't met their commitment to invest in America and support the American people. We're going to build America the way it should be built.
I ran twice, I won twice, and did much better the second time than I did the first.
Nearly 250 million people in the United States are eligible to vote in critical midterm elections that will determine the makeup of the 118th US Congress. In-person election day is November 8th, with many voters casting ballots by mail or via drop boxes have started. The election results will set the tone for rest of US President Joe Biden's first presidential term. President Biden's Democratic Party has held slim majorities in the House of Representatives and the US Senate. So, what if the House flips? Democrats led by House Speaker Nancy Pelosi have held the majority since 2018, when they won control in then-President Donald Trump's first midterm election. Now, Republicans could take back the House if they net just 5 seats in dozens of competitive districts. If Republicans win the House on November 8th, the GOP caucus will elect a new speaker and take power on January 3rd, 2023. They will then run every committee and decide what bills come to the House floor. So what would a GOP House mean for Biden? Democratic priorities like access to abortion, addressing climate change, and stricter gun control would immediately be sidelined, and most, if not all, of President Joe Biden's agenda would be effectively dead for the final 2 years of his term. Let's now shift focus to the US Senate. While the Senate could tilt either way after the midterm elections, the majority part is still likely to have the slimmest of margins. That means Biden will be able to find a bit more common ground there, no matter who is in charge. And if Democrats were able to keep the House and Senate, they would likely restart negotiations on some of Biden's agenda items that were never passed, including his new package of social and economic programs that stalled amid internal Democratic disagreements. In Washington, D.C., Reena Bharadwaj.